everyone. Happy Friday. This is Shelly, and I am back on the group trying to tell you about this great software, CANVA, that we did a demo on last night. So if you were one of the troopers who got online and ready for Facebook Live, we had some technical difficulties, and you'll see in a moment when I get into the demo, but the Facebook Live screen sharing did not love that we were operating within multiple browsers. So we have since resolved that, and I am just going to do the demo here on Zoom. It's being recorded, and then I will post this to the page so that you can have one cohesive CANVA demo. So if you did not jump on the live, no worries, no time lost, just watch this and you'll know everything that there is to know to get started for CANVA. Okay, so the reason we're doing this is because we are launching, we have our August contest that is ending in just a couple days. And if you haven't heard about the contest, go to the announcements section because that tells you how to enter. And there are 3 posts so far out on our page that you can go and get your entries with, and then there's one more that will be posted shortly for you to do, and that's the best way for you to optimize all of your chances to win our August contest. So what you get with the August entries, we'll be doing some drawing. So the first drawing is for our big prize, which is a 1-year subscription to CANVA Pro. So this is the software that I'm showing you today in the demo, and I'll be showing you the free version because there's a lot of value there, and that's a great place for most of you to start if you haven't joined CANVA before. But I'll be showing you the differences because CANVA Pro kind of levels up everything that this software has to offer. So we will be giving away a 1-year subscription, which is about $119 to CANVA Pro to our entry winner. Then we're doing a second drawing for a Google Nest Mini. I think that's what it is. I get it wrong all the time. I even on the live last night, I had the box right there, and I still don't know what it's called. There's too many names in it. But it's a little mini home from Google, and it is a speaker. It is like a personal assistant. It does lots of things. So we'll be doing a second drawing for that on September 1st as well. So lots of fun things in August. If you don't know how to enter the contest, again, go to the announcement section. It's pinned to the top of the page, and all of the details are there. Okay, without further ado, let's jump in to the CANVA software. So you should be seeing right now my browser, and we have CANVA pulled up. And what I did was I went through and I recreated. I have CANVA Pro, love it. I'll tell you why throughout this demo. But I wanted to show you the free version. So we created a new account under the free version. It walks you through, it asks you very minimal questions. And then what you won't see on this demo that we showed in the live is that as you start to do things in the software for the first time, they pop up little guides to help you walk through it. So it's very intuitive. They are fantastic with helping you get there to the end goal, and it's really just as simple as drag and drop. So we're going to jump into it. So what you see right now is the CANVA dashboard. This is essentially your main page. You can find anything here. You can navigate quickly using the top, the left, or what I'm going to show you first is as you scroll down. Okay, so this is kind of home base for the CANVA software. Canva, if you're unfamiliar with this, is a graphics design software. And when you're getting started with your business, or maybe you haven't even started yet, you don't really have the funding always to invest in branded marketing or these nifty little social media posts and everything. And so Canva is a solution for that for very little money that allows you to create these branded posts and really make your company or business stand out. So you can do literally anything in Canva, and I'll show you a few. The first thing that you can do is if you're looking for a specific type of template, you can just use the search bar right here, and you can see that they've kind of given you a suggestion, the gift certificate. You can also just scroll through these options here, and they give you examples of everything that they can do. There's a logo, postcard, poster, presentation, Instagram post. Video is huge. Canva's really been, over the last couple months, excuse me, trying to up their video game. So you can make, little promo videos if you want. You can make automated presentations. You can insert video into presentations, YouTube intros, even GIFs. I don't know what you call them. I call them GIFs. Or no, I don't. GIFs. I don't know. And you can really start working on those as well. Facebook posts. So a lot of the Instagram, Facebook posts, those will probably be what you use the most if you're doing this for social media, but you can do invitations, covers, and they're all formatted exactly how you need them to be. Instagram stories, it goes on and on. Business cards, even YouTube. They've really been expanding into YouTube a lot. You can do your thumbnail design here as well as your channel art. There's anything and everything you could possibly want. And they have some big items here, like the newsletters. There's a proposal in here as well. They have these huge templates that are multiple pages, so you get everything that you could possibly need, and you can switch it up as well. So you can mix and match what you like about each template. So this is a great place to start. We're going to come back to this because we're actually going to create a graphic here in just a minute. But then if you keep scrolling down, you'll see your designs. Canva saves every design that you've ever made, unless you intentionally go in and delete it. And so this was the logo that we played with yesterday, and we'll show you a little bit more about that. But it automatically saves everything as you work on it. So if you ever need to revisit a design, you can come here, scroll down to your designs, and everything will be listed here. You can also navigate to your designs up on the left-hand side. And right here, you'll see all designs. And if you click on that, this will just scroll and scroll and scroll as you start to develop more and more designs, and they can all be found here. Okay, so I'm going to go back home and just show you a little bit more. They have getting started tutorials, super helpful. You can see that there's really just 5 of them. Canva is all about simple and let's get started. So that's really great. Instagram posts, Facebook posts, flyers. These are just some most commonly used, and you'll see that they kind of push the trending options up top. So right now fall is coming, so that's a really big thing. So they kind of push in front of you some templates and designs that they think you would be using or want to use right now. And you can just keep scrolling, and you can explore any one of these by just kind of scrolling using the arrows to the side, but they have so many templates. Like their library is just massive, and they're all editable. So you pick the one that you kind of like the vibe, and then you jump into it, and then you start to make it your own. So really cool, and we'll get more into the libraries here in a second. Okay, I want to go back over to this left navigation to show you just a few more things. They have the brand kit. So the brand kit is really awesome, and this is how you keep it consistent with all of your other posts and whatnot. So under the free account, you can upload your brand logos, you can create brand colors, you can make your brand fonts, and then that just allows you to really quickly reference your brand kit as you start to develop consistent, cohesive designs. With the Canva Pro subscription, you can kind of up level that, and you can have multiple brands, brand kits under this, and that's fantastic because a lot of people have like this overarching brand for your company, but maybe you're doing a marketing campaign for a specific product, and that looks slightly different. So you can absolutely keep them right here in one place. That is just killer. The create a team option is pretty cool as well, because you can invite people to collaborate on your designs. You can, let's say you have a virtual assistant who can come in here and start designing, and then when it's ready for your review, they can send you a quick link and you can see what they've done, edit it, what have you. So collaboration is really cool with the team members. This does come, I believe, at an extra cost to do this. So the Canva Pro would be needed in order to invite team members. Okay, then you have all your folders. Under the free account, you can have up to 2 custom folders for your designs, just for organizational sake. If you want more than that, under the Pro account, you can have unlimited folders and unlimited subfolders. So super helpful when you're organizing based on maybe social platform or products or what have you. Okay, and then there's the trash feature. So in case you accidentally trashed a design and you want it back, you have up to 30 days to come here and grab that. Okay, so you can also navigate from the top. Obviously, there's lots of ways for you to get around the site. But if you hover over the templates here, you can see just some of the categories that you can find templates under. And I mentioned on the live yesterday, so I'll mention again here. There's business, there's marketing, really helpful templates and tools there. But then there's also education. So any of you mamas that are like in homeschooling mode all of a sudden because of COVID, they've really built that out. So you can do lessons plans, worksheets, certificates, class schedules, whatever you need. And these are just some of the templates. Again, this library is massive, guys. So education is also a really cool category that you might want to check out. Then there's this trending, which I personally love to explore. You know, I tend to be pretty boring when it comes to Canva because I'm really just jumping in to do a quick graphic for social media. That is probably 80 to 90% of what I do on here. But in that spare moment that I am just feeling creative, I check out what's trending. So you can create branded Zoom backgrounds. So if you use Zoom or other kind of video conferencing for your business, that's a really cool way to have a branded background for those professional calls. Concept maps, mind maps, really just super helpful. They came out with a whole COVID template library so that you can create those really important like health awareness posters that you can hang up at your location or at events or what have you. So super helpful. There's just no end to it all, honestly. There's some features here that we'll go through, and there are apps that you can integrate with, and I'll show you all of that once we start designing something. So there's that learning aspect, and then the pricing. And this you can explore, but the Pro is what we'll be giving away this month. All right, so let's jump into it. I'm going to go right back to the home. And for the purposes of this demo, we're going to create another logo. So I'm going to click on logo. And as you can see, it opens in another tab completely. Super helpful when you are designing, but every new design that you create, so if I go back to the home and say I want to do a different design, it'll open in a whole other tab as well. So just keep that in mind. That's what Facebook Live did not like and just abruptly ended our demo last night. So Zoom for the win on this one. Okay, so last night we picked this template, but I want to show you, you can search literally anything, and they obviously have some recommended topics. I don't know how they come up with these because I am not into gaming at all, but it's probably because it doesn't know me. But you can do brand logos, fashion logos, computer logos, education, sports, restaurants. Guys, there's thousands of templates under each and every one of the categories. So you can use the search bar. So I just want to show you, last night I searched minimalists. And so you can just type in, and it's a really robust search function because you can type literally anything in there and it'll come back with some really good options here. And these are all under logos because that's the format that we express, but the same thing applies. And it tells you here that Templates Pro has over 60,000 plus premium templates. So the library is amazing. You can literally do, if you like cats, you know, just do cats. If you're trying to do a cafe, then, you know, they have cafe options. Literally anything you want. If you just want red logos, they'll come up with all the red. So the search functions are awesome. This one's kind of cool. This shows you the automated logo. So if you want to do like a really quick and easy YouTube channel intro for your videos, or even just like training classes or whatever, if you want any sort of fancy intro to a video but want to spend less than 30 minutes designing it, this is where you come to, because you can add music. It all downloads as an MP4 or other formats. So really, really robust. Okay. For the purpose of this, we are going to do fall because that seems to be the trending topic. And this came up because that's what we recently used. And we'll just go ahead and do that. So once you find a template that you like, it's not going to be perfect because it doesn't have your special touch on it yet, but go ahead and click it. And it will automatically populate over here to your design space. Okay, you can add multiple pages. You can copy and duplicate this. This has been really helpful to me because I can do different variations of the same logo and be able to compare them, which has been really nice, and share that with people and get their feedback. So duplication is really fun. And I'm going to add one more just so you can see it. And then I want to show you, this is something I forgot to mention in our live yesterday, but down here in the right hand corner you see these little stacked pages. If you click that, it actually shows you a page out layout of all of your pages, and you can drag and drop and move them however you'd like. So really cool. If you want to go back, you just hit the X and it'll bring you back to the design. So we're just going to focus on the first one for now. And everything on here is editable. So I'm going to show you now how to edit the file. And we'll start with the background here, because you'll see that there's kind of like this watermarked grid behind it. And that is because we're in the free account. Okay, so there are lots of photos and backgrounds and elements that you can add to here that are part of the free account at no cost to you. And then there's other ones that are specific for the pro account. And so when you upgrade to a pro account, you get all of those additional elements, photos, etc. for free. It's included in your subscription. But I'll also show you that there's a way, if you're not ready to kind of dive right into Canva Pro, there's another way that you can still find and use the elements that you want without up leveling to that subscription. Okay, so to do that, we are going to go right back over to this left-hand side, and you'll see all of these new icons that appeared. And this is how you're going to edit your design. So the upload section here is if you have your own image or your own video that you want to include, or your own logo, you can upload it from a file on your computer or the cloud or anything that's supported, and include it here, and it will be here in the library for you to use. Then you can drop down to the photo section, and again, they have this insanely large library. I can't even tell you, I think I've scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and I have never reached the bottom of it. They have so many options. And they're really great pictures, guys. Like, the quality is awesome. I have that mask, by the way. I definitely ordered that. But the stock photos here are amazing. And they're just, you can find anything and everything that you could possibly want. So for our fall vibe, we're going to go ahead and search for fall. Oh, you'll see here at the bottom, it says get unlimited access to 60 million premium images. That's insane, guys. Like 60 million. You couldn't possibly go through all of those. So if you're concerned about having like stock images that look like everybody else's, that's really rare. You can make something uniquely yours. All right, so we're going to search for the fall, and a bunch of options popped up, and I want to show you how the pricing elements work. So if you hover over an image, like I am here, I'm on the road here, which is a really cool fall image, you'll see that this popped up as free. Okay, so what you can do is you can just click it and drag it into your design here. It goes in the background, and there seems to be like a frosted overlay to it, so that's really cool. But there are no watermarks around it because that is free under your account. However, if you hover over something and there is a crown that says pro, or you know, let's see, sometimes it has a price, like a little money tag to it. I'm gonna try, we'll do this one. Then you'll notice that the watermarks come back. That's totally fine. What I want to show you is that if you like this image and you want to do that image, then that is fine. You can come over here when your design is done, and you click this little, up at the top right corner here, you see where it says download. Go to the option download because you're ready to do it, and you'll see that there's the one-time premium image for $1. So what you can do is, if you really like this image or other elements that you want to include, but you don't want to spend the $119 to upgrade to Pro, then you can pay a la carte style for those elements. So I did this for a little bit before I jumped in because I wanted to make sure that I was going to use Canva. And I've belonged to other stock photo places, and I just didn't really feel like I got my money's worth. And so I wanted to try Canva out. So you can absolutely keep doing that. You just simply pay the $1 and then it will allow you to download it. And that is yours to keep and use, all rights included. So that is a great option if you want to do that. If you just want to download something for concept and get it off Canva, you can download a draft of it with the watermarks and you don't have to pay anything. So that's this little link down here below. Okay. But again, I would highly recommend going Pro. You won't regret it. I promise you. It's probably the best investment that I've ever made. Low key cool. So, okay. So I am going to go back to the pictures and I'm going to pick a free one for now. And I'll show you this. So that's also something that you want to be careful of. Make sure before you unclick the element when you're dragging and dropping that it's in the right space. Okay. So here it is. And it's not quite the view of the coffee cup that I want. So up here you have some additional options. There's colors that you can adjust. There's effects. You can remove the background. There's some cool filter-like things. You can add filters. You can adjust if you're really into this kind of, you know, unique, like detailed stuff, you know, go for it. That's why I'm using Canva and not Photoshop, because none of this makes sense to me. And then go to crop, and you can see that this background image is a little too big for my liking. And so I want to get more of the cup in there, maybe not all of it. So you can kind of play with it. And then when you're done, hit done and the background adjusts. So there's lots of options. You can flip it, you can crop it, all of the things, very cool. You can also, over on the other side of that same bar, you can position it. So if you want to bring it forward, you can. If you want to send it backwards, you can. You can increase the transparency of it, all of the things. So happy with that picture maybe, or, you know, switch it out. You can switch it out for another one. That's a pretty one. We'll go with that. Okay, so then I'm back at the left navigation with the icons, happy with the photo, and I'm going to go to Elements. Elements is really cool. There's literally anything and everything. They have really cool picture frames that you can insert. So if I wanted to add a cell phone, I don't know, I'd go back up to the photos and maybe add a photo into the cell phone. You know, that's kind of cool, like that. If you don't like it, just click it, delete it, and delete the frame as well. There are charts, there's animated stickers, there's grids for photos. You can add all of the photos, really, honestly. Little people, you can add you know, in search, like if I want dots, you know, it'll come up with thousands of dots that I can insert. And here's the cool thing too. So if I like these two dots, maybe up in the corner or something, I can change the colors too to match my brand. And so if you click up here in this bar, you'll see the colors that pop up. And what I love about this is that it actually pulls color suggestions from the photos itself so that you can be more on brand with everything, and everything's really cohesive and matches, which is really cool. And so you can have elements that match the rest of the logo with very little effort. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to delete those. I don't need any dots. But I am going to, let's see, go back up and add this. And we added this yesterday, which I thought was pretty cool. Just kind of layer the leaves. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go in here and I'm maybe going to change up the colors, play with it a little bit, see what looks good. I'm going to do this one, I think. And then I'm going to play with the transparency. You can go down. And I like that, sure. And so you can add elements to make it your own, okay? The next icon down is the text. So you guys can add text from the suggested templates, or you can use the one that the original template came for. So you can say fall is coming and change that. You can add a bunch of stuff. That's a neon, really cool, but does not match our fall vibe, so I'm going to get rid of that. Oops, 2 elements there. But you can play around and just insert it to see, ooh, that could look pretty if you're doing like some sort of promotion. You know, just finding things that work with your design, and you can change the colors and everything as well. So really cool and very needed for customizing it. Okay, then we have video, and like I mentioned before, Canva is really leaning into video. They are really trying to robustly change their video game and adding a ton, and you can add, you know, video, and you can add music to it. Some of these are free and some of them you need to pay for, but you can make a lot with this. Like, just get creative, and that's all Canva's about, is just, you know, being creative with your designs. Really awesome. Okay, backgrounds. There's a ton of textures and options for your backgrounds if you didn't want to use oops. Okay, well, this is a great example. So if you want to layer a background, so this is a photo with a layover with a background on top of it. Kind of crazy, but let's say we hated that. So you just go up to this, you know, kind of graded colored bar at the top, and there's this little undo arrow, and we want to undo that. And you can, so that's really great. If you wanted to add another, you know, ooh, that's kind of awesome, but it's kind of blurry and doesn't look great, just undo it, and that's fine. But there's tons of options for backgrounds, really amazing stuff here. So I think you will always, always, always find exactly what you need in their very extensive library. Okay, here's your folders if you ever wanted to grab from your folders. And then the more elements are for the integration. So you can add music, you can add charts, and then you can add and embed certain things, QR codes, Google Maps. You can pull from Bitmoji, which is fun to do. And so lots of fun things that you can include in everything. So really dynamic software here. Okay, the last couple of things that I want to show you is up here. You'll see that this has been named Fall is Coming. They originally, when you start a new design, it says Untitled Design, or it will have the name of the template. Then once you start designing it, it tries to intuitively name your design, which is fine. Fall is Coming is great. But you could just rename it Fall or Fall Facebook post. And that's whatever you want your file to be. Then when you're done, you come back over here to this little download area, and you can share the link for people to come here to Canva to look at. You can present it. You can present and record, which is fun. I mean, you could really record an entire presentation right here on Canva and download it as a video. I mean, it's just, the extent of the software is incredible, if you ask me. You can share it through multiple options, And then Canva is also moving into the print side of things. So you can print t-shirts, business cards, posters, photo books. And I would encourage you to give it a shot. I have printed business cards and some rack cards from Canva before, and I have been extremely happy with the quality of it. I will say too that if you are part of the Ratukin, the cash back as you spend online thing, and right now Canva is offering 40% cash back through Ratukin or whatever it is. If you know what it is, let me know. And so that's a deal, guys. If you can get some stuff printed from here, that's amazing. But if you just want to download, which is usually what I do, then it brings you to this page. And right now, because I'm using all the free elements, this is 100% free. And so the PNG file, the high quality image, JPEG, PDF, MP4, GIF, whatever, and you pick the format that you want it in. You can come back and download it a million different ways if you need to, but and just different file sizes, obviously, so depending on your need. But let's say we just want a PNG file. You'll hit download. It gives you these really cute inspirational posts, which is pretty awesome. And then right down here, it shows me where my download is. And it also is, telling you to print through them, which is cool advertisement. But if I open my downloaded post, there it is. That's my logo. So, and I can use it however I want. So that's really awesome. I will tell you too, the Canva does a million other things. This is just the beginning to get you started. We're going to go back home and I'm going to show you that our design, it's generating a thumbnail now, but that is now part of our all design. So you can come back and quickly do, jump to it. Canva automatically saves your changes every couple minutes, seconds. And so you won't lose any of that. Really fun. Okay, guys, so that is the Canva demo. Thank you so much for your flexibility and being able to pivot. And I hope this was helpful to you. The last thing I want to share is that anybody can join Canva as a free account, and they are giving away a 30-day free trial to Canva Pro. So you see all of these buttons down here, try Canva Pro. So if we click on that, it will allow you to use it for 30 days. You never pay for images, videos, and audios. You use their entire library. You can maintain brand images. And also they have up to 100 gigabytes of storage. So that is really incredible. Cancel anytime. I would highly suggest it. So even if you don't win our contest today, you can absolutely jump on Canva for free, and then also use the Pro for 30 days. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this answered some of your questions. If you have additional questions, please leave them in the comments. I will be circling back to answer your questions. I have been using Canva now for, oh gosh, a year or so. My business, I just started this year in 2020. And so I've been using it for business since then, but I used it for personal before, and just creating my own fun social media posts and quotes and all of that. So highly recommend it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a wonderful Friday. Thank you again for your flexibility, and I will see you in the group. Bye.